Today, I'm in Mission Beach on Queensland's Cassowary coast. It's not quite a hidden gem, but it's certainly an underrated jewel of a destination. I explore some of the beaches and villages of the area and show you some of the quirky cafes and restaurants where you can relax and while away your holiday moments. Hi, welcome to another video. Today I've come to Mission Beach. This is a beautiful part of far north Queensland, and it's one of the most underrated tourist destinations along this entire coast. Mission Beach is 13 kilometres of golden sands and blue waters overlooking Dunk Island, and there are a number of little villages along this coastline. Today we're exploring Mission Beach and some of those villages, and we're just going to soak up the beautiful relaxed atmosphere of this beautiful tourist destination. So I'm going to start my exploring in Bingle Bay, which is just north of Mission Beach. This is a beautiful little cafe. This is the Bingle Bay Cafe. Got to start the day with a coffee, right? Coffee to start the day. Always start the day with a coffee. Sometimes even two. Good one. What a funky little cafe, and like everywhere else around here, it's got a very laid-back vibe. This is the beach at Bingle Bay. Behind me you can see it's quite literally where the rainforest meets the reef. That's World Heritage Rainforest up there. It just comes right down to the sea, and the Great Barrier Reef is just out here. What a beautiful little beach, and it looks like a lovely little holiday community here. Very, very chilled. Did you know that it was only in the 1920s that you could access this? Before that you had to take a boat. That was the only way to get here. And also a little interesting fact I found out was that former Australian Prime Minister Harold Holt had a beach shack here. He used to come here to get away from politics, lived on a hill just out of town, and in his beach shack he didn't even have a telephone. He was a man who loved the ocean, and used to come up here for a bit of R&R and get away from all the craziness of Canberra. And what I love is it's an exquisite beach that could be anywhere in the Pacific, and there's nobody here. It's pretty much empty. It's definitely worth seeking out some of those underrated little holiday destinations, and Bingle Beach is definitely one of them. In 1884, the Cutton brothers were the first Europeans to arrive here, and they established Australia's very first tea plantation. In 1918, their estate was completely wiped out by a cyclone, and they never completely recovered. The Cutton brothers are buried right here. And then in 1958, some of the original cuttings of tea plants were discovered in the rainforest here, and they were taken to establish Narada Tea, which is Australia's largest tea producers. In this area they grow bananas and tea and coffee and mangoes and pawpaw. Pretty much throw a seed in the ground, it'll grow. It's so luxurious and fertile and wet here. Anything will grow. Just down the road a little bit is the Perry Harvey jetty at Clump Point. And I've read that sometimes off this jetty you can see sea turtles just meandering around. So maybe we'll get lucky. So as you're walking up the jetty, apparently on the left-hand side as you're heading out to sea, that's where you might see turtles. I was just talking with a couple of people that were fishing, and they were here yesterday and they saw 2 adults and a baby. But at the moment I'm not seeing anything. As you can see behind me, there's nobody on the beach. It's such a beautiful area, and it's like it's practically undiscovered by tourists. Wow, that's a rare find these days. One of the things about Mission Beach is it's really underdeveloped. Yes, it's the sort of place where you can come here, there are nice resorts, there are beautiful apartments you can stay in, so you can get a little bit of luxury. You can also camp, or do what I'm doing, staying in a caravan park. It caters to all tastes, and it's not overdeveloped. It's got a very chilled vibe, and it's extremely beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is how chilled Mission Beach is. You've got the shops up the road. I can see a few holiday apartments on the hill, and then you've got these guys just hanging out on the main street. That's what I mean. It's a really underdeveloped, beautiful holiday destination that still has a paddock with cows in it. That's how undeveloped it is. Now they're doing some roadworks in the middle of town, so that kind of takes away a little bit of the ambience, but otherwise it's pretty nice. Let's explore what shops, what's there to do here at Mission Beach. I've just dropped into Lenny's, which is the local fruitier, and she's telling me that 80% of what's in this shop is grown locally. Pineapples, watermelons, bananas, even the bread and the yogurt comes from local producers. Gorgeous. Watermelon, apple, pineapple, I think mango, and something else, I forget. Here's something that's pretty unique. When you're traveling, you need to get your washing done. So you go to the laundromat, right? And sometimes you're hungry, so you need something to eat. This is a place where they've combined those two things. I think it's the only one I've ever encountered. This is the Laundry Lounge. Yep, you can clean your clothes, but it's also a cafe and a restaurant.
How we came up with this concept is my father-in-law wanted to do a laundromat, and there was no place for drinks and cocktails and a wine by Mission Beach. So what we did is we combined both, and then we came up, because we are foodie and we are from Melbourne originally, we wanted to do bring a bit of Melbourne vibe into Mission Beach.
Yes.
And bring food, proper good food and choices. So we came up with the concept of changing the menu every week to 2 weeks and bring something different into town.
I read for a little while they were bringing chefs up from Melbourne on a 2 or 4 weekly rotation, so the menu was always changing depending whether you had a Greek or Italian or Thai or whatever chef. But now they've got a permanent chef. I've heard you've done pop-up restaurants and cafes all around the world. Where are some of the countries you've worked?
And I had 20 or 25 pop-up in the world, from country London, Maldives, India, Hong Kong.
Wow.
I can't remember other countries.
All over. So what brought you to Mission Beach?
Yeah, I like this city because of weather.
And what sort of food are you producing here?
Japanese, seafood,
Yes.
and Lebanese, Greek and Italian.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, I like Lebanese too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you. These beautiful homemade vegetarian spring rolls. Wow. It's really unusual, but it's great. Every town has a pub. Mission Beach has the Mission Beach Tavern. I like their motto here, Mission Beach Tavern, sunny place for shady people. Are you a shady person?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. For a little village, it's got no shortage of places to eat and drink. Another of the cafes here at Mission Beach is Shanty Cafe. It says great food, good vibes, and even better coffee. So what do you offer here at the cafe?
So we have a lot of our freshly baked cakes, so sweets and savouries, all made fresh here. And we also specialise in a lot of healthy foods and beverages as well. So, yeah.
Marinda, what's the best thing about living in Mission Beach?
We're just very spoilt for choice. Obviously, we live in paradise, so we've got the beach there. We've also got the rainforest. There's a range of things that we can do outdoors. But obviously, during the wet season, it's a bit hard to get out. But it's just mostly being in this little lovely small community. We're all very tight-knit and we all enjoy each other. And it's what we have here as well.
Now, one of the activities you can do here at Mission Beach is skydive. Yep, leaping out of a plane over a beautiful tropical beach. I am so not going to do that. So if you're braver than me and you want to actually do this, it's $379. You're free falling for about 45 to 60 seconds. And then you're in the canopy for about 4 or 5 minutes coming down, and you get amazing views of Mission Beach.
It's pretty cool. It's not as scary you think.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Good.
You should try.
No way in the world for me.
No, it's definitely worth experiencing.
Yes.
Watching this beach from the sky, it's totally a different look, different view.
Yeah,
really beautiful.
I imagine it's amazing from up there.
Yeah, and it's not as scary at all.
Yeah.
It's really relaxing, cool breezes coming at you. You just relax. Instructors are pretty good.
Yeah.
They're quite experienced. Yeah, so it's pretty nice experience.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and they do guarantee you're going to land on the beach. Not in the water, on the beach. Just north of Mission Beach is another picture-perfect bay. This is Garner's Beach, and my gosh, it's beautiful. And again here, the rainforest comes right down to the sea. And yet again, there's nobody else here. Really, if you want an idyllic tropical paradise all to yourself, this is the place to come. If you wanted to explore a little bit of the rainforest around Mission Beach, then Lacey's Creek Walking Trail is where you should go. This is a beautiful walk through an ancient rainforest that leads to a lovely swimming hole. This tropical rainforest around here is 60 million years old. It's one of the oldest on the planet. It's lovely and it's quite cool under the canopy, and you can hear lots of bird song. It's a really lovely, peaceful little walk. Beautiful, really peaceful and beautiful. And there's a gorgeous little freshwater swimming hole here, so better get in, hey? A little further along is Wangalan Beach, just as beautiful as all the others. I'm actually staying here. I'm staying in Bali High Caravan Park for $30 a night. Beautiful caravan park, really friendly people. They even put on a yoga class last night, which was great to do. Now, I don't usually do reviews of caravan parks, but I've stayed in an awful lot of them as I've been traveling around Australia. I just wanted to show you this one. It's new and modern and clean, and it's one of the nicest ones I've seen in all those months of travelling. So I just wanted to share that. Not sponsored or anything, just when you find something good, I want to share that. And like any good caravan park or resort in the tropics, it's got a beautiful swimming pool. And because it's kid-free, there's no kids yelling and screaming and splashing around. You can actually just get in there and have a nice, cool dip, which I'm going to do right now because it's so hot.
65 I was on. So there, the pool pump house is there, then 64 then.
Mission Beach and the surrounding beaches are absolutely beautiful, and like I say, it's a pretty much underrated tourist destination. So get yourself here before all the crowds catch on. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. So as you're walking up the jetty, as you're walking out, I don't even know what I'm saying. And then in 1958, some of their original cuttings of tea plants were discovered here in the rainforest, and that was taken by somebody. If I'm still, I should be able to hear some bird life.